This is hip extension, pails, and rails. So hip extension is the ability to drive the knee and the foot backwards. So what we're going to be doing is we want to first kind of go find a good passive stretch of this area right here. Now, typically when we do this, we tend to drive our pelvis down and forward, and then we arch up, which sounds good in theory, but we're not really hitting that top part of the psoas because that attaches to your lower back. So we have to get in what we call this tuck mode. And so the way that we kind of do that, envision you got like a cowboy buckle, belt buckle on, and you want to scoop and try to point that belt buckle up at your face. Notice how my glute contracts, and then now I automatically feel right here. And I don't have to go forward all that much. Now, if you're pretty flexible, you can tuck and then push forward, not necessarily down. So you see how I'm scooping up under? And then I have the foam roller here, and I typically use this kind of one as balance, but this will also come into play when we actually start doing our isometrics. So what we would do here is we would hold this stretch for anywhere between 90 seconds, 2 minutes, or whatever protocol I give you, and you're just gonna hold this kind of passive stretch. So you shouldn't be dying here, but you should feel your glute engaged and just kind of that nice stretch right here. So we're gonna envision that we just took about 90 seconds to 2 minutes to stretch it, and now we're gonna get into our pails and rails. So pails is we wanna activate the tissue that's at length, so this stuff right here. So the way we do that is you wanna envision you're trying to drive your knee forward. It's not gonna move, but I'm still in this good tuck position, and I'm driving my knee forward at 30%. Now I go 50%. Now I go 70%. And then I would go to safest maximal effort of driving my knee forward. Now you're going to do whatever percentage that I give you in your protocol and at whatever time I give you. But just for giggles here, we'll go for 10 seconds driving the knee forward. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm still tucked, still engaged, driving that knee forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I relax, and now it's time for rails contraction. So now I want to fire my glute and my hamstring. So I pick my foot up and I act like I'm driving my knee back and up simultaneously. But I don't come out of this good stretch position. I'm pushing my knee back now for whatever time I give you and whatever percentage. We'll go for 10, 9, so you're trying to drive up and back. 8, 7, feel hamstring glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I relax, I reestablish that good stretch, and I should have a little bit more room to play with once I get to my next round. So you would do that either for 1, 2, or 3, whatever I've given you in your protocol. Some other kind of good tips though, I like to kind of be rounded here. A lot of people will sit up tall, and that's good and all, but if I round my upper back, I can get more of a scoop here, which means I can produce more of a stretch. So that's something you can kind of play with on your own. Figure out what gives you the best stretch from kind of like the top of your waistband to just below like your pocket, this kind of like 6-inch space. So that is how we do hip extension, pails, and rails. Just make sure you're staying tucked and then follow whatever protocol I give you.